There's a lot of things of importance, of course. I'm the son of Howard Hughes Sr. the First and Doris Duke Sr. the First, and of course I have to carry all the names of my mother and father and grandparents. I'm the owner of everything forever. Reference to many things of importance. Of course, there are different types of races in America, different kinds of religions. I'm friendly with a lot of people of different colors, different races, and different types of people, in different types of industries. And no matter what anybody says, I am the owner of my mother and father's estates and my grandparents' estates, and I'm the owner of all the land and companies and property and businesses forever. Now, don't confuse my parents with the Ray family, because I'm not really related to the Ray family. It's kind of a long story. It's very serious, in reference to particulars of things. My birth name is very important. I want people calling me by my birth name. Alright? Very important basic information. In reference to my mother and father, and I was named after my father, and I was named after my mother, and I was named after my grandparents. But most people know certain particular birth names of mine, such as I'm the son of Howard Hughes Sr. the First and Doris Duke Sr. the First. And it has to be publicized in the media. The Treasury even has documents that say if anybody in the country seems as if, or they pretend as if, or maybe they don't know. But if you're in government, you know who I am, because my mother and father and I was at the Supreme Court when I was a little boy when I got injured in reference to government communists trying to steal my mother and father's estates, or they were trying to murder my parents, these government people, because they were jealous of the accomplishments of business, and when my family met the demand in reference to international business and other types of businesses and companies in America and in other countries, such as in Europe, and certain types of businesses and inventions and supply acknowledgments of meeting and creating more agricultural advancements. So in reference to the information, there's lots of things to talk about in the future. Reference to certain specifics and certain generalizations of things. I'm the owner of my mother and father's estates forever, no matter what. Never signed, never, never gave, never, never sold, never, not ever going to, not never, not allowed to, not never. So in reference to the information of different races and different types of people and different religions, there's particular rights of freedom of religion in America, of course, and certain basis of things. And in reference to the basic acknowledgments of many things, as everybody knows, I am the only child of my mother and father. I don't hang out with Christian Germans. There's some people are nice, some people are not. And the Christian German satellite man that's been messing with my penis, trying to tuck my penis, or whoever the fuck is doing it, or whoever the hell's doing it, they don't have a legal right. I didn't ask him to do that. My penis ain't never hurt nobody. People in their psychological opinions, or their stupid opinions of jealousy or whatever, they don't have a right. My royal penis is my royal penis. Among my race, in reference to Italians, Italians like big penises as a culture. There isn't any Italian in this world that would ever try to cut off my penis or try to shorten my penis. Neither, there's not any Jew or Catholic or any other person that would try to do stupid shit like that. Very important. And it's my right, my legal right. It's my royal penis. Nobody has a right trying to shrink it or trying to tuck it. These dirty government men tried to make up shit. They'll say, wow, if your penis was hanging long, they thought you might turn gay. I have absolutely no interest in gay activities. No. So in reference to government, or these people trying to play tricks, those are usually pervert gay men that are trying to play tricks and excuses for trying to hurt my penis, or them trying to hurt my looks. It is a crime that those people are involved with my anatomy that they have tried to hurt in all different types of ways. Royal protocols in the media. My royal penis and the length of my penis is a very distinctive identity thing. It's an identity acknowledgement of royal family history of my mother and father and grandparents. It's mine, not anybody else's. It doesn't belong to the government. The government doesn't have a right trying to steal my penis. They don't have a right stealing my genetics or stealing my blood. They don't have a right bleeding me from a satellite. They have no connection to me, these government people. They have no legal right trying to damage my royal family history. My parents didn't owe them anything. I didn't owe them anything either, these government people. My father loaned money to the Democrats and the Republicans numerous years ago, over 40 plus years ago. And the government didn't want to pay it back. They were trying to steal the wealth of my family. And the IRS, the Treasury, and the Supreme Court, and all the other branches of government that are supposed to know different acknowledgments and different classes or categories of government. Not all government branches are associated with the laws or opinions of a president or a governor or a mayor. There are specific laws and general laws that have certain merit, that are a neutral zone as a factual position of certain laws. So in reference to politicians and government people, they don't have a right stealing my identity or my wealth or my property or my benefits of my identity and who I am. These government people trying to steal, trying to rip off my family is a crime. I am the owner of my mother and father's estates forever. And in reference to many things, I need my mother and father's property keys. I got kidnapped from the property. I'm the owner of the properties. And in reference to people making up frivolous lawsuits or frivolous investigations, I have been injured several times by these government people and their racist games and their Christian German investigation or their German Christian ways of trying to steal America, or they're trying to steal my wealth and my identity. Their activities is a crime, and their people must be prosecuted for violating my protection status and protection of my penis and genetics and blood and DNA information. These government people trying to steal my identity and trying to call me some orphan or trying to call me a bastard. There's even documents that say that if the government tried to call me an orphan or anything like that, they must get prosecuted. And there is documents that say if the government or anybody says they don't know who I am, there's supposed to be news media things that are supposed to be put in the media in reference to who I am and who my parents are and who my grandparents are. And it's been there since the day I was born. So in reference to government, are there activities of trying to play like they didn't know who I am? That is a crime. Government does not have a right trying to discount or trying to belittle or trying to steal my identity or wealth. And anybody false advertising that they were richer than my parents or richer than my grandparents, they have to look up financial information. I'm the owner of all the companies of my mother and father forever. Roll protocols forever. And in reference to companies and businesses, I don't know if they tried to send information accounts or account information. I haven't received it. And, Bentley, Rolls Royce, how you guys doing? And hello, businesses and companies. Roll protocols forever in reference to my identity. Oh, and in reference to girlfriends. In reference to a girlfriend, hopefully some girl that knows me or something. I'm not sure what's going on because they try to make up stupid shit by blocking me from having a girlfriend based on the government's illegal surveillance. And then they tried to call me gay. I'm not gay. Never been gay. Not never. Hello, New York City, and hello, friendly cities and states in America. But back to the point of different races and religions. I'm friendly with different races of religion and different races and different ethnicities of people. But I'm the owner of my mother and father's estates forever, and that's never going to change, not never. So in reference to government people trying to play tricks, it is a crime to try to swindle me. It's a crime to try to manipulate. It's a crime for anybody to try to rip me off or try to steal my identity and bad people, whoever they are in government that are trying to play those games, they need to get prosecuted. Whoever they are. And back to the point of girlfriends, I need a girlfriend. I don't know if, there's some girls that might have been loyal to me over the years when I've been held hostage, but I haven't received any of their love letters or anything like that, or any of the girls that might say they have a crush on me or anything, but fan mail, basically. Every girl from Hollywood that sent me a letter, somebody has stolen it. Or any girl, I haven't received any of the messages, and people are blocking and intercepting messages. But anyways, back to the other point that I had mentioned earlier about different races and religions. I'm the owner of my mother and father's estates forever. That's never going to change. And hello, deeds departments and treasury departments in America and in other countries. There's different types of races and religions in America. I believe in certain types of segregation, such as people that like people, they like certain individuals, or they like certain groups of people. That's pretty good. But in reference to people trying to get involved in other people's lives, ripping up their lives, trying to criticize them, trying to nitpick on them, from satellite bullshit or whatever kind of stupid shit government tries to do, or bad people try to do things, it's not fair. There's legal segregation. That doesn't mean that blacks can't go to a neighborhood, or can't go to a store or a business or whatever. It's about people being nice, or people just ignoring each other, and people enjoying their own personal experiences at jobs or businesses or friendliness or whatever something might be. So in reference to government communism and government socialism, government is in violation of intruding into my life and slandering my character, and there are people trying to steal my wealth. Don't forget, there are documents that say every city and every state must do a story of my identity and who my parents are and what I'm the owner of in a lot of things. In reference to what I'm the owner of in reference to businesses and companies. Plus, I want my mansions, in reference to my mother and father, I want somebody to advertise in every city and state one of my mansions from the outside of the mansion. You don't need to go into the mansions. I want it documented, and I want people to see information. There was supposed to be a book of information in reference to that satellite man had just hurt my tooth right there.
Powering off.
That's attempted murder. Any person ever slandering my health, they just made me stutter. See that? That's a satellite that does that. They mess with your mouth and your tongue and stuff like that. Reference to any government man or any person slandering my intellect or slandering my health. I've never been sick a day in my entire life. And neither was my mother or father. The satellite man had caused all now you see that? That's about another $500 billion or $1 trillion lawsuit that government satellite man had just done that. Plus there's trillions of dollars in lawsuits in reference to the government man damaging my teeth. It's not their value, it's my value that they're damaging. My value that they're slandering. My parents and my grandparents' value and stature. And I'm the only child of my mother and father, and I'm the owner. That ain't never going to change. It's never signed, never gave, never sold, never. Not, never. So reference to that satellite man choking me, that man must be arrested. That man's probably wanted dead or alive because they are violating my anatomy and they have tried to damage my looks. Rule protocol's in the media. And it's there for a reason. If the government belittles it, the government must get sued and prosecuted every single time. I'm not a politician and I'm not in government, but when government violates my ownership or my wealth or my identity, there has to be reports in the media. There has to be reports about government violations. Many things of importance. And hello, Biltmore and Hearst Castle, and hello, Windsor Castle in Europe and other places in reference to royal acknowledgments of information, or in reference to my royal properties, businesses, or companies in America and other countries. And the importing and exporting of products and goods. How you guys doing? Lots of things of importance. And hello, fish markets. Lots of things of importance. Right on. How you doing?